this is not going to be easy. All right, so first we're going to take a measurements. So I always want to start with the between your eyes, because that's how high I want it to go. You can go lower you want to, whatever the desired height you want to. I go high to here and measure it down. Give it a little bit more, like that, little curve. You know, it's going to give the nose a little bit more comfort. So we got about 6. Give it a little bit more. And some masks stop here. Some masks I would like to start a little further, because I want my filter to come to here. So that would cover the whole face a little bit more. So approximately a 9. So I got the measurement of 9 and 6. So I'm going to go ahead and use the paper towels and just going to measure approximately down 6 across 9. And I'm just going to cut. Start making my pattern that way. This is just pattern making. Like this, kind of center right there, and then I know that this is going to go up like that, approximately like that. Change the nose right here. Chris, you need to cut your hair, I think. I'm going to take some pins. I'm going to drip it a little tiny bit. Don't worry about covering the eyes just yet, because we're going to trim that off. Because we're going to do the round shape right here. And just kind of curve. That's just going to trim off where the eyes is, depending on how high I want to go, the design I want to go. Sorry about your hair. There you go, like that. So something like that. And see the curve right here. That's what we're looking for. So I put on my paper with that curve, like that. So now, just kind of follow the line. There we go. That's our pattern right there. Okay. We cut out the pattern like this. Okay. And you can see that it's just like almost like Chris's face, like that. I had it fold into 4, like so. I washed the fabric first to make sure everything is all clean. And I'll cut that. There we go. The cut line, but this is a sewing line. It's like so. So I can make more. So this is the bottom piece right here. It looks like a half moon. It's about 9½ inches, 2 inches deep, ½ inches, and then you kind of curve that. So like that. And put this one on the fold. When you cut it, so this one's set for something else. So you have this shape right here, just like that. Just press it. My pattern is 4, so 2 for the lining and 2 for the outside, like that. So here's 1. So this is called a serger. That way you can wash the fabric, it will not fray. This is what we have right now, like that. Okay, twist ties for the nose piece, 4-inch twist tie. So let's go ahead and sew the nose piece together, the top part nose piece together first. Is where the tips are. then go back to the serger. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put the twist tie. Half of the twist tie on the right side and half the twist tie on the left side. Just like that. It's all on the same, doesn't really matter. I decided to go ahead and use this side for the bottom. It doesn't really matter. But so the twist ties on this side, I'm going to use this piece as the bottom. That's the lining. So go like this and give a 1/4 inch stitching. There we go. Since we are out of elastic, so I use a spandex. Woo! And you just cut about 7 inches. So we don't have any more elastic, and that's what you have to do. Okay, so I go ahead and put it on the front piece. Remember, the top stitching part is the back piece, and so I just go like that. And remember to sew a 1/4 inches away from the edge, because we're going to finish the bottom part later on. This can sew to the edge because the top will be finished. Okay, let me go ahead and search this. So ready? Ethan's ready. So this is the bottom piece that I'm talking about that I want to sew, because so some people like to cover their chin, so this piece can go down here, or you don't have to. You can also have a double fold like this as well. So that is a protected piece. And find the center right here, and then the center here. Sew that down first. See that 1/4 inches that we'll talk about? That just kind of skip that 1/4 inches. That's where we're going to sew that piece. Okay, now we're going back to serging. Serging is so important just to keep everything kind of together. So now I fold this piece down. Tuck that thing in and sew that piece. Flap this over to cover the elastic. I'm going to go back to the machine to finish that sewing to make it stronger. Over. Ta-ta! There we go. And I normally like to do another top stitching right here, just so the fabric behaves a little bit better. Like this, with the bottom piece, the chin piece. Doesn't have to be all the way. Just like that. So now, here's our mask. Just like that. Has a little bit overlap, because if you're going to go with the chin, it covers. Just like that. There's our mask right there. The important part of the project, it's actually the filter. This filter right here, that's what saves lives. This is a big filter, so I can get 84 filter out of this one. So what I do is go ahead and cut the end. So I cut all the sides only and leave. So I also, the same pattern, but I make it a little bit smaller, approximately 1/2 inch smaller all around, to put the filter, draw all the filters on my paper, just like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a stitching just at the end right there. This up. I trust. Just like that. Now we're gonna go ahead and slide that into our mask. Here. In here. See, like that. So they can lay flat. I think it's very important to lay flat. And I will pinch the nose, go forward a little bit like this. And there we go. Now the filter is in, just like that. Voila.
Wait, okay.
Okay, so now we finished the product. Let's try on our model. Look at that. Okay, and then you pinch the nose. Now you can see that seal the nose right there. And then you can see that why I like this one to be longer, so it cover all the way. The filter stop right there. And then the chin piece, you can be flat like this, or you can tip the chin piece down like so. Voila. So a little bit more protection, okay? So that is the mask. And some hospital, the doctor wear this mask first, and then put this mask on top. Double protections. You can do that as well. Ta-da!